Alright, welcome back to another Bass 66 Chevelle video here. This is this 59 Biscayne here that I bought. And because the first time I tried to buy it back in 2016, long story short, I really didn't have the money to buy it at the time and then ended up not getting it. And this go around, I went ahead and paid for the car, so now I know it's official that it really is mine. But anyway, this is the 59 Biscayne that I'm getting, and I thought about making a couch out of the tail end of it and making maybe the desk out of the front clip up there. But the more I look at this car, I really don't want to see it die, and I'd like to bring it back from the dead. So that's what we're going to do. So I have a motor for it that I can put in it. It's just an old roller 305 that I can put in it, and I have a Saginaw 3-speed and a Saginaw 4-speed that I can put in here as well. This car originally was a 3-speed on the column, and the gentleman, he has a 59 El Camino, and he's using this as a parts car, and luckily I caught it in time. He's had this car for a long time. He's had this car since I was 12 years old, and I've known about it. He's had it probably before then. But anyway, so this is the car that I'm gonna get here, and do have a hood for it. I'm trying to talk him in to let me sell, or not sell, but talk him in to let me get the hood off of it. Oh, it looks like a piece of trim here. It looks like it went to it, yeah. Anyway, he's gonna move this car around so many times it ain't funny. It looks like it went around the windshield, but I mean, this car for the most part, I'd say about 75% complete. So it's, most of it's pretty much there. The bumper on it is usable, and a lot of that too, I've learned the hard way. I'm trying to change a little bit, and a lot of this reproduction stuff I'm trying to do away with, like the floor pans, hoods, front clip, stuff like that. I don't want to buy anymore. I'm trying to avoid that, because ever since my 67 Chevelle and all that, I bought a whole front clip for it, and that stuff's made in Taiwan or somewhere overseas, and that stuff, it's just a basket case. It's so out of whack, it ain't funny. So I got a whole original front clip for my Chevelle, and long story short, we want to use as much original GM sheet metal as possible, because in my book, the definition of restore, quote unquote, which this car's not getting restored, it's just, I'm going to put it back together, just throw it back on the road pretty much. But the true definition of restore, you want to keep everything really original. And in my opinion, there's no real definition of restore, because restore, in my opinion, original paint, original interior, everything, which everything is long gone. And when you start putting that reproduction stuff in it, it's not really restored, in my opinion. But anyway, here, that's just my personal opinion. But we want to get this thing going. I don't want to make this front clip. I was going to take this front clip, get a hood for it. And I watched Southwest Rod and Custom Pete and all that. He took a lot of front clips off a lot of cars, and he'd make them into a desk. That's what I thought about making this front clip into, and then making the tail end of it, cutting back behind that window back in there, and making that into like a couch. But I'm not going to do that, because once you cut it up, once it's gone, it's gone. It's gone forever. And we're not going to do that. We're going to save it like I originally was planning on, and that's what I'd like to do. And we're going to look for some parts for it. He does have a hood. I'm trying to talk him into selling the hood to me. The hood is really decent, but the only issue is, he needs parts for his 59 El Camino, and I'd like to, if he'll sell the hood, good. If not, I'm just going to have to go somewhere else. But we got to find a hood for it. And we're going to have to find a dashboard and a steering column. The bad part is the steering column. He's using it in his 59 El Camino, which that's alright. But the pedals are still all there, thank God. People are paying like gold prices for these clutch and brake pedals is crazy. I don't understand it. I really don't. In my opinion, they shouldn't be worth more than maybe 20 bucks at the most, but it's crazy anymore. Look up pedal assemblies, especially like for Chevelles and all that. It's crazy how much they want. But anyway, so it's got all the seats here and all that. So it's got the rear seat, it's got the front seat as well. And so we need to find a hood for it, the whole dash and steer column we need, the windshield, which is shame about the windshield. The windshield was perfect in this car. I mean, perfect. And then he sold the dash out of it, and they, pretty much don't care because there's a parts car and threw the windshield in it and busted it. So that's a shame. That was done a few years ago and all, but that's a shame. But anyway, it is what it is, But it's got a good bumper on it. I'm gonna take a lot of this, like the chrome and all that. I want to clean all that up as good as I can. I don't care. I like the patina on this car, and if it's got surface rust, I don't care. And that's something I can take like triple O steel wool and just clean it up and polish it out. I'd rather have original GM sheet metal than I would reproduction. The floors are on this car are shot, and if I can, I'd like to go to a salvage yard because I know where it's one at in Culpeper. But the hard part's going to be trying to find one that's got good floors because pretty much all of them are gone. But I'd like to go up there, take a cutoff wheel, and cut original floor out of a car to put in this one. Because that way it keeps it all original and plus everything's stamped like it's supposed to be. But that's the solution for that. And we got to find a door for this side as well. I don't think it'll be too terrible to find because it is a 4-door. But all the trim, from what I can tell, is pretty much all there. I think the windshield trim might be missing, but it might be sitting in it. No, there's one piece right here, still sitting on the car. So it's a shame because they buckled all this trim up like that. Hopefully I don't think they'll go anywhere. So we got this piece here, we got this piece here. The other piece I just set back here. Might just be missing the top. So I wish they would take the time. Yeah, there it is. Yep, this is the other side. Man, that's a shame. Yep, they buckled it up. Yep. Maybe we can straighten it. I wish they would take the time instead of bending this stuff up like this, because this stuff, I mean, take your time. It's because the next person that comes along and take your time taking stuff apart like that, it's useful things, because once you destroy it, that's what drives prices up of all these parts anymore is, you take your time, take it apart, especially if it's off a parts car. It makes the next person happy. That's what I always do. But, it's parts cars. Most people don't care because they're going to get crushed eventually anyway. But we have our trim there. We have our fender emblems on there. We actually have both our headlight bezels. This one's missing. No, it's got the bucket there, but it's just missing the headlights. They're beat up, but I mean, I watch Cold War motors. I mean, I'm sure I can do what they do. Just straighten them back out as good as you can. I mean, they're already screwed up, so. But I think it has two panels that go underneath this bumper here, and all of them are completely gone. But probably could make something for that, but that's something that could be made later on. It's not going to affect the driving. But this is a different car that I'd like to have, and then the more I look at it, the more I love to save, because you got trim right here. They got the door handle still on it. All this trim through here is still there. The emblem's even still there. We even got the trim all the way around the back glass. All the glass except for the windshield in this car is perfect. I mean, you can clean that up. And I wiped off just like that, and it cleans up just fine. It's just dirty. But I mean, it's not even, especially this back glass, I don't even see it bubbled up anywhere. But the roof on this car is really good. I don't see anything there that looks bad. I'm not sure if this is the original paint or not. I don't think it is, but it might be. That would be cool if it was, because I'd like to, this be a good car to fix up. But nah, I don't think it is. Some of it might be, but this door's not. No, because it looks like it's got some filler in it. Let's see here. No. So it's definitely been painted sometime in its lifetime. So anyway, the fun part now is, you know, the gentleman, he's a nice fella, you know, but you know, I hope he don't change his mind, because it's one of them things, you know, I need to get the title to it so I can get it and get it out of here kind of quick, because you know, that's kind of what happened last time I tried to get it. Is at the time I didn't have the money, then it ended up, you know, I was trying to pay a little bit a month for it just to get it, and then, you know, at the time, you know, I didn't really have the money. Then ended up changing his mind about it and wanting to keep it as a parts card. And this go around, you know, I made him an offer and he took it, and I paid him for it. And I'm hoping he don't, you know, be like, hey, I'm just going to give you money back. I really need the car. And I want to do something with it. It's been sitting for years and years. You know, it's time to do something with it. Let's get her going again. Let's save it while we can. And make it nice. All the wheels except for one is there, but the other one is in the trunk. But this one I know will air up, so that part is good.